So today has been a good day with a good flow of time and energy. How you doing, guys? Professor EDC with another Bladosophy Sunday, and today I woke up. I made some blueberry pancakes the traditional way with fresh materials and fresh ingredients, I should say, and some OJ, and of course, some good coffee. Man, that was good. What do you guys have for breakfast? Anyways, from there, preparing everything and from just smashing, those blueberries into the dough, incorporating it slowly into the pancake dough, and then leaving some blueberries without smashing. Anyways, then I took a very small break to talk about a little bit of life, and then went back to work. Yeah, Sunday. I went back to work on doing some firewood, and yes, the cup has been emptied, and again, it is now. We are now filling it up once again. By the way, the new pattern is coming, and that soul belly is just good looking. But anyways, wanted to talk about, and I have this small mandarins, as you can see here. They're very sour, have a great color and all, but they're pretty sour. But when you're working under the sun, this just, though sour, tastes so good. The inside is very sour, but the outer part, the skin, the peel, is sweet. So yeah, I eat it whole, like that. But it takes your thirst away. Fantastic. So as you can see, it has been just a flowing day in every sense. Cleaned up many of the branches. You know what's more bothersome than big old branches and logs? Twigs. Man, breaking those twigs with hands, of course with gloves, but you can see how those twigs scratch up your arms, your hands, even your face. But again, something I enjoy, and I guess that's the thing of finding a flow, of finding some balance. You get into that flow, you are conscious of that flow, and you go with it. And I think that's a very important thing for each one of us to do, to find our own flows. And then there we can think about many, many things, various things. And bon appetit. and find ourselves in our thoughts. Man, these are good. Not sweet, but just good. So we can find ourselves in our thoughts and also find different voices in our thoughts, different opinions of voices that we may value, that we may treasure, right? As I've said before, I think one of the best thing that I have is I've been blessed, I've been lucky enough to have people around me that are just wiser, better human beings, and I've been lucky enough to have been able to learn and keep on learning from them. And but you see, that's where I was going to. It's not the first time, but again, I see in the community, some drama, and people taking sides, and of course, that's just the nature of the beast, right? But you know what? It's not that I don't take side, but I like to observe and make my own opinion, form my own opinion, and make my own mind. I try not to be a fan of a brand, of a model, of a person, of a channel, of a designer, of a knife maker. I may enjoy all of them and like them and see all their positive sides and negative sides as well. But you see, that's the thing. I like to see the reality of the person, of the knife, of whatever. Recently I did a review of first impressions of the Medford Praetorian, a model that since it came out I never liked it. I said at some point, at least in my mind, that I was never going to like something like that. And when I had it in hand, man, that thing is it's a well-built tool, and it cuts great, and it has its downfalls, but it has a lot of positive points. Yeah, there's Greg, and well, I guess that can't be avoided. But you see, when you become a fan of something, when you become a fanboy of a brand, of a person, of a YouTuber, then we close our window and we have a narrower point of view. Instead of being able to, I may love my XM18, but I can see the weaknesses of the different knives and still like it. I can see how a Jack Wolf is a fantastic modern traditional, and yet it is not a traditional. It is its own thing. And It's hard to explain, but I still love my GECs, but at the same time, I'm loving my Jack Wolves. And, it's not a matter of choosing one over the other, because I can have both. I'm lucky enough, to be able to have both. As well as this Carl Schleiper, or Schlieper, gorgeous traditional Sudbuster knife. And so if I was a fanboy of just Jack Wolf knives, which are great, I wouldn't have the chance to enjoy this Sudbuster. Or if I was I was just a fanboy of Microtech, I wouldn't be able to enjoy Hinderer knives. So, being a fanboy of something, whatever it is, makes our observation window smaller. And today and age, I think that one of the things that we must do as a community and as individuals is to keep the wider point of view and try to be more objective than not. If I was just a fan of fixed blades, then I wouldn't have the opportunity to enjoy these folders and these traditionals. Don't fall for one channel. Don't fall for one person. Enjoy many. And but one thing I do recommend is find objective voices. Find people that are better than you and that can teach you something. Find people that are honest, hardworking. This is something we've heard from our parents and grandparents. And I don't think this is just from my generation. This is, I know it's something that we are losing. But, there's a saying in Spanish that if you hang out with wolves, you will learn how to howl. And that goes both ways, for in the positive way and in the negative way. So, when talking about people, and I'm one that believes in loyalty, but also loyalty is something that is earned. So, let's be careful who we put our trust in. I'm not talking about any channel. I'm not talking about any person in particular or brand in particular. I'm just talking in general. I'm just voting for intelligence. I'm just voting for consciousness. I'm just voting for a wider point of view. Meanwhile, I'm gonna keep on enjoying these knives and these mandarins. I hope you guys have a wonderful week ahead. And remember, don't be a fan of just one thing. Enjoy with intelligence what is out there. And even though it may have flaws, we may still be able to trust that person, and we may still be able to enjoy that knife or whatever it is, but with objectivity. Professor EDC out.